For Leetcode number 2158, amount of new area painted each day. For this problem, we're going to want to have a jumper map. This map is going to be used for determining what the start and end will be for a given day. So we have a map, and also we want to have an empty array called result, and that's what we're going to be using to return our final answer. Next, we're going to be doing a for loop over each array inside of the paint array of arrays. Each array will contain a start and an end. Within the for loop, we want to define a variable called log, which is going to keep track of how much area we could paint in each day. Then we also want to declare a variable called I, and we want to set that to be start. Well, we have a while loop. While I is less than end, we have an if and else check. The if check checks to see if our jumper map has I. If it doesn't, then we want to increment the log. We want to set I to end in the jumper map, and then we want to increment I. In the else case, we want to declare a variable called fast end, and we want to set it equal to be the jumper map dot get of I. And then we have an if check. If fast end is less than end, we want to set in the jumper map I to be end, because previously it was fast end. And after that if check, we want to set I equal to be fast end. So if we were to run, and outside of the while loop, we would push log into the result because we want to keep track of how much area we can paint each day. So if we were to run through this example, we see first 1 is going to be start, and 4 is going to be end. So I is going to be 1, and while 1 is less than 4, jumper map originally has nothing, so we'll put 1 for in, then we'll put 2 for in, we'll put 3 for in, and then we stop because 4 is less than 4. So that's the first iteration of this for loop. The second iteration of the for loop is going to be from 4, 7. So I is 4, 4 is less than 7, and 4 was not yet in the map, so we add that. 4, 7, 5, 7, and 6, 7. When we get to 7, 7, we break out of the while loop because 7 is not less than 7. So finally, we get to the last element, 5, 8. I equals 5, 5 is less than 8. If jumper map has 5, well, in our map, we do have it. We have 5, 7. So we go to the else case. But when we do jumper map.get 5, we see that fast end was 7. However, our current end is 8. And so because fast end is less than end, 7 is less than 8, we want to call jumper map.set I to be end. So instead of 5, 7, it'll now be 5, 8. Now we would set I to be fast end. So I would now be 7. This means that we only need to perform one iteration where 7 is less than 8. So, and we see that 7 is not yet in the map. So we would say 7, 8, we would increment log, and then we would set that in here, and I would be 8. And then we break out of the loop, we would push into the result, and then we return result. And so the result would be 3, 3, 1. And that's it for this problem.